What's the biggest challenge in recruiting right now?
I mean, inbound and fraud candidates, right? I think that's the answer every time. The more fraud you run into, the more fake candidates, the more mass inbound you get, the harder it becomes to give that benefit of the doubt. We're really seeing this year a lot of experienced people stop and ask questions, not about should we be doing this or are we going to do this, but more about like, are we doing this right? Are we all going to be named in a lawsuit in 5 years? We're starting to see them roll in. The truth is figure out ability, right? Like, I think in this era, especially, nobody knows what is happening. Nobody knows what's coming next. Nobody knows what's going to, but the kind of person who just is like, yeah, I'll figure it out. It'll knock me down. I'll try the new tool. I'll do that. And I think people are starting to slow down finally, which is the right move after like 3 years of CEOs just saying like, go, buy it, adopt it.
Don't hire unless you can prove that AI can't do it. Oh, okay. Great. This is William Tenka, and I'm here with Mike. Mike, would you do us a favor and introduce yourself?
Absolutely. I am Mike Peditto, known online as the Realistic Recruiter, and excited to be here. Just walked in like a minute ago. I'm happy to sit right down.
100%. You got a podcast too, yeah?
I do have a podcast called Is This Still a Good Time? It is for recruiters hanging on by a thread. The idea being it is not another podcast to teach you how to streamline your pipeline or anything like that. It's like, let's talk about
front of funnel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's talk about what recruiting is actually like and how it feels like sometimes our faces are melting off.
So what's the biggest challenge in recruiting right now?
Inbound and fraud candidates, right? I think that's the answer every time. It's what I'm speaking on here this week. And it's hard because you want to go in and give candidates the benefit of the doubt. You want to assume everyone's real. You want to assume everything's, but it's hard to. And the more fraud you run into, the more fake candidates, the more mass inbound you get, the harder it becomes to give that benefit of the doubt.
Are you and there's no wrong answer. Are you a screen in or screen out guy?
That's a good question. I'm a screen in guy. And I know that's probably the answer you're supposed to say. But I really think that there is a lot that doesn't show up. There are reasons you're out. If I look at it, you're out, but I'm more likely to say, maybe I should dig into this further than an instant no.
Right. So the second chance, do you have degrees, this, that, and the other? Let's bring them all in, then take them through kind of a battery of tests or assessments, etc.
Oh yeah. I'm a tech startup guy. So like the degree requirements I've never found important. The second chance I really never found important. To me, it's just sort of like the people we need to build and grow, especially when you're working at small startups no one's ever heard of. Good talent is good talent.
What do you look for in a candidate?
Oh, great question. Obviously it's someone who can do the role. To me, I think one of those, I hate when people start talking and like making up skills and soft skills. But the truth is, figure out ability. Right. Like, I think in this era, especially, nobody knows what is happening. Nobody knows what's coming next. Nobody knows what's going to. But the kind of person who just is like, yeah, I'll figure it out. It'll knock me down. I'll try the new tool. I'll do that.
I'm a big fan of the agility, but also the person that can deal with ambiguity. So like a job description is like, hey, this is the first 3 months. We don't know what the next months are going to look like.
Yeah.
And so here's what we're going to start with. And again, that person can then shift into kind of whatever. I like those candidates. Again, the soft skills are kind of tricky for me because I really just want someone that's comfortable changing.
Yeah. And that's just what work is like now. And one of the things I started doing at some companies is like, we will make a 30, 60, 90-day plan and put in the job description. But part of the interview is also just like hey, I wrote this with the manager. What would you change? Like, what do you think has to kind of come in here? And there's no right or wrong. There's no like, they didn't prepare for it. It's just sort of like, what would make you be doing well in 90 days? People always ask me that, but like, what would you need?
Oh, I love that. I love that because again, it gets them to put their fingerprints on it. It's like, I think we need to also kind of double down on ...
Yeah. You know better than me.
All right. I got to ask you a question about AI adoption.
Okay.
So just what's your current take on AI adoption?
That's a big one.
Yeah.
I'm
Are we actually adopting AI? Or are we just saying we are?
I think most places are just saying it,
Okay.
if that's the question.
Yeah.
I'm a pro AI guy. I love it. I use it on my own, blah, blah, blah. At the same time, I think we're really seeing this year a lot of um a lot of experienced people stop and ask questions, not about should we be doing this or are we going to do this, but more about like, are we doing this right? Um, are we all going to be named in a lawsuit in 5 years? We're starting to see them roll in.
That's a big thing.
Yeah, and I
That's
think people are starting to slow down finally, which is
yeah.
the right move
Right.
after like 3 years of CEOs just in like go, 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 buy it,
Right.
adopt it.
Yeah. Don't hire unless you can prove that AI can't do it. Oh, okay. Great.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, I
Uh,
think people are just buying tools, and I see it every day. You see people post about these tools, and I'm like, I wouldn't put my name anywhere near that
no,
tool right now.
no, 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 no. Last question is, how do you kind of recharge your innovation battery? Like, where do you look to or listen to or follow or whatever? Like, how do you kind of get recharged to innovate?
So for me, because of how I came up on social media, obviously working, but also dealing with job seekers more than a lot of people in this on this side do. Um, I recharge by like getting a real feel for what they want. Like I go to them. I still go back and I do TikTok lives with job seekers, and like I'm not selling coaching them. I'm not doing anything. I'm listening to them and understanding like what can I bring back to my side, and understand I can't change the world. I can't change capitalism or any
Right.
of this,
Right.
but like I get recharged by saying like, oh yeah, this thing I'm working on right now is what 1,000 people have been telling me someone needs to be working on.
Drops mic, walks off stage. Mike, how can people get in touch with you?
You can find me on LinkedIn at Mike Peditto, and then Realistic Recruiting on all other social media.
All the other places?
Yeah.
Brother, thank you so much for carving out time for us.
Yeah, of course. Glad to sit down.
All righty.